भी कर दीजिए लालजी लालजी मेरा बैकड्रॉप कर दीजिए कर दिया
This meeting is being recorded.
Sir, we are live now. Recording is on.
Very good morning, members. I am Jay Gopal Mahajan, Company Secretary of your company. The Ministry of Corporate Affairs White Journal Circular 10/2022, dated 28 December 2022, has extended the requirements provided in paragraph 3 and 4 of Journal Circular dated 5 May 2020 that annual report of the company shall be sent only by email to members, debenture holders, and all other persons so entitled. Further, SEBI White Circular dated 5/1/2023 has extended the relaxations from dispatching of physical copies of annual report till September 2023. Accordingly, your company has dispatched the notice of AGM and annual report to the shareholders to their respective email IDs placed on the company's website and made available on BSE and NSE websites. And the 59th annual general meeting of your company is being held through physical as well as virtual mode. Further, hard copies of annual report has been sent to those members who had requested for the same. I confirm that the requisite quorum is present. Now I request Honorable Chairman and Managing Director Shri Shantanu Roy ji to conduct the proceedings.
Good morning, everybody. I am Shantanu Roy, Chairman and Managing Director of your company, and I extend a warm welcome to all the members, including the representatives of the President of India, the major shareholder, to this 59th annual general meeting of the company. I also welcome the staff members of the company who have made the elaborate arrangements for this meeting and representatives of Messrs. Karvi Fintech Private Limited, our registrar and share transfer agent, who are facilitating registration, and Messrs. Central Depository Services India Limited will be facilitating voting at the meeting. I now call upon all the directors to introduce themselves. Shri Ajit Kumar Srivastav.
A very good morning to everybody. I am Ajit Kumar Srivastav, Director of Defense Business, and I'm also having charge of additional charge of Director HR. Thank you very much.
Shri Anil Jarat.
Good morning, all the members. I am Director Finance of your company. Thank you.
Shri Arun Daga, he has joined on VC. Shri Vikas Kakatkar.
Good morning. This is Vikas Kakatkar. I'm here as an independent director from December 2021. Thank you.
Shri Shiva Makutam.
Good morning, everybody. I am Siva Makutam, Independent Director of your company since December 2021. Welcome all of you.
Shri Bipin Kumar Gupta, he has also joined on VC.
Good morning, I'm Bipin Kumar Gupta, Independent Director from February 2023. Thank you.
Shri Sher Shah, who is the representative of the President of India, he has joined on VC from Delhi.
Good morning.
Mr. Shesha is there. I also invite in the meeting Shri Sukhmendra Kumar, partner of Messrs. Manish Mishra and Associates, practicing company secretaries, who is appointed as a scrutinizer for remote e-voting, as well as e-voting at this meeting, and secretarial auditors of the company. Shri R. Krishnamurthy and Shri D. Karthikeyan, partners of Messrs. Sundaram and Srinivasan and Company, our statutory auditors for the year 2022-23, and Shri R. M. Bansal, cost auditors of the company. Dear members, as you are aware, your company secretary has briefed the reasons for sending the annual report by email to all the shareholders. Now, I wish to deliver my formal address as a chairman on this August occasion. Dear shareholders, after a gap of 4 years, we are having this annual general meeting in a hybrid mode. And I'm sure that you and all your loved ones are in good health and high spirits. As we approach another significant milestone in the life of our company, I'm filled with both pride and gratitude. It is with great pleasure that I address you today as Chairman and Managing Director of BEML Limited, reflecting on the remarkable journey your company has undertaken. The past year has brought its share of challenges emerging from a polycrisis encompassing climate change, geopolitical issues, and re-globalization. Yet, through resilience, innovation, and the unwavering support of our shareholders and our share owners, we have emerged stronger than ever. Amidst this widespread unpredictability, India stands tall as a beacon of growth and stability. A new global economic scenario demand is being shaped with these crises involving radical new strategies, innovations, and business models. Addressing these challenges and opportunities, BEML Limited is crafting a comprehensive vision to build an innovative, sustainable, future tech and inclusive Indian company powered by agility, competitiveness, resilience, and customer and people centricity. New avenues for growth have been identified, whilst fortifying existing core capabilities and putting in place higher order structural competitiveness to create new vitality to the enterprise. These strategic interventions will make a growing contribution to the nation in its journey to the Amrit Kal. We have to progress through the process of transformation based on the principles of TCS, where T stands for trust, truth, technology, and transparency. C stands for compassion, creativity, and climate. S stands for speed, simplicity, and self-confidence. Growth drives most organizations, and along with growth comes change, and change is frightening. We have to overcome this fear and not grow with a view that something can't be done and hence should not be done in our quest for a strong, inclusive growth. I'm thrilled to present an overview of your company's achievements, shed light on the company's future vision, and reaffirm our commitment to creating enduring value for each one of you. Your unshakable trust in us remains the driving force behind our pursuit of excellence, and for that, I extend my sincerest appreciation. I, on behalf of the Board of Directors, as well as 5,197 passionate human assets of BEML Limited, present to you the company's annual report for the financial year 2022-23 for your consideration and adoption at this annual general meeting. Let me begin with the performance highlights for the year past. The past year, our defense business group has come out with a stellar performance and has achieved the highest ever sales during the year. The year was also earmarked as re-entry in exports of defense products as your company became part of Armenia export deal with the supply of high mobility vehicle for Pinaka project. The supplies have commenced and will be completed during the current financial year. Our mining and construction business group, which contributes about 50% of your company's turnover, has excelled and has achieved highest ever sales. The exemplary feat was well supported by the spares and services group, which has contributed more than 50% of the sales revenue and achieved its peak sales during the last financial year. Performance of our rail and metro group has been reasonable. However, due to various extraordinary reasons like the supply chain challenge for the semiconductors, which was there worldwide. On project execution front, supplies have commenced for the rail grinding machine to Indian Railways, which again was the first ever India manufactured. Also, additional order for 18 number metro cars for Kolkata Metro and 88 numbers of mainline electric multiple unit from Indian Railways were booked during the year. These orders are going to be executed during the current financial year. The supply chain disruptions and project delays beyond our control presented us with its share of challenges, prompting us to adopt a strategic focus on maintaining our financial stability. We recognize the importance of managing costs diligently while continuing to invest in growth areas. In pursuit of this objective, we undertook several key cost control measures. Our teams diligently analyzed our operations and identified opportunities for efficiency enhancements. We optimized our supply chain processes, introduced streamlined administrative workflows, treasury management, and invested in energy efficient technologies. These measures were not only necessary responses to the prevailing economic conditions, but also a testament to our commitment to prudent financial management. I am pleased to report that these efforts yielded positive results. Through our cost control initiatives, your company has achieved significant savings across various aspects of our operations and achieved profit before tax of rupees 278.60 crore, which is the highest in the last 12 years. These outcomes underscore our ability to adapt to changing circumstances while safeguarding your investment. Your company made exports aggregating rupees 830.14 crore, which also included physical exports of rupees 178.42 crore, and got export incentive of rupees 1.92 crore during the financial year 2022-23, as against exports of rupees 564.74 crore in the last year, which included physical exports of 48.75 crore. During the year, we have concluded the supplies to Cameroon and expanded our footprints to 70 countries where BEML footprint have been supplied till date. Order book is going to be the key driver of our turnaround. During 2023-24, we shall strive to build a healthy order book, which will surpass all our previous records and ensure a quantum jump in growth and in the coming years. Our intense focus on product quality, cash collection, execution as per schedule, and controlling costs will continue to remain our priority areas. And in these challenging times, we are following a very simple strategy: survive, revive, and thrive. The order book position of your company as on 1/4/2023 stood at rupees 8,570 crore as against rupees 9,192 crore in the previous year. Further, value added per employee was reported rupees 33 lakhs as against rupees 31 lakhs in the previous year, a jump of 6.45%. Although your company is in intense competition across all business verticals, 74% of your company's sales was achieved on competitive mode. Your company has sustained and maintained major market share in dump trucks, dozers, and metro cars. Research and development has played a pivotal role in driving innovation, growth, and sustainability. In an ever-evolving business landscape, our dedication to R&D has remained steadfast, propelling us forward and ensuring our position in industry. During the year, we have designed and developed and upgraded products across all the three business verticals. Further, our commitment to R&D is a testament to our belief in investing not only in physical assets but also in intellectual capital. We understand that the knowledge and expertise generated through our R&D endeavors are invaluable assets that contribute to our long-term competitiveness. During the year, your company has filed 105 intellectual property rights as against a target of 96 I'm happy to share that we have been granted 11 patents during the year, which is the highest since our inception. It gives me immense pleasure to share that over 75% of our business was through in-house R&D developed products, which is a lead indicator of your company's technical prowess and competence. Further, R&D expenditure for the year as a percentage of revenue stands at 1.91%, and as a percentage of PBT stands at 26.75%. Your company will continue to invest in the brightest minds, the latest technologies, and the most promising areas, driven by the belief that innovation is the key to the company's sustained success. In an ever-evolving global landscape, the concept of self-reliance stands as a pillar of strength, shaping our strategies and driving us to achieve greater heights. Self-reliance is more than a strategic choice. It is a mindset that empowers us to be masters of our own destiny. We have consistently sought to reduce dependencies, enabling us to chart our course even in the face of uncertainty. By harnessing our internal capabilities and resources, we have cultivated an environment of resilience and adaptability, positioning us to navigate challenges and seize opportunities with confidence. Srijan Portal, a GUI initiative, is being utilized for indigenization of items by uploading imported items. Under defense equipment, we have achieved more than 96% of indigenization levels in high mobility vehicles, and further efforts are on for the other high mobility vehicles of the 6x6 variant and 12x12 variant. For other defense products, the present level of indigenization is more than 95%. On mining and construction and rail equipment front, we have already attained indigenization level of 90%. On metro cars, the present indigenization level is 65%, and further efforts are on to increase these levels. Your company has embarked upon implementing the digital transformation initiatives for the business processes covering all the three business verticals. Digital transformation initiatives in the areas of infrastructure, cybersecurity, business applications, and systemic improvements have been fully implemented, and all the projects have positive impact on business in both top line and bottom line while aligning people and processes. Some of the initiatives implemented during 2022-23 are Industry 4.0 at our hydraulics and power line division, Kolar Goldfields Complex, improvements in file lifecycle management system, the HCI server for non-SAP applications, IT tools deployed for managing IT assets like network and desktop monitoring, EPS applications for declaration and display, monthly cybersecurity awareness training sessions, and daily cybersecurity tips. Our human resources department plays an invaluable role in driving our company's success. The dedication, talent, and passion of our workforce are at the heart of our achievements, and our human resources initiatives stand as a testament to our commitment to their growth and well-being. It is often said that a company's true strength lies in its people, and I wholeheartedly believe in this sentiment. Our employees are not just workforce, they are innovators, collaborators, and ambassadors of our values. Your company recognizes that employees' growth is intrinsically linked to company's growth. During 2022-23, human resources initiatives were centered around providing opportunities for skill development, career advancement, and continuous learning. Through training programs, mentorship, and leadership development, your company empowered team members to excel in their roles, foster innovation, and continue to company's success. Vigilance initiatives. During the year 2022-23, vigilance activities were carried out in a holistic manner and covered prevention, detection, and enforcement, surprise checks, periodic checks, scrutiny of purchase orders, contracts, scrutiny of TAD and medical reimbursement claims, scrutiny of annual property returns, 10 CT type of in-house inspections, and 15 system studies were conducted. Now, let us discuss what the year ahead lies. The year 2023-24 started on a very positive note, and your company has booked more than rupees 5,000 crore worth of orders till date. Going ahead, orders to the tune of rupees 10,000 crores more are in the pipeline across all the three business verticals. Your company has fixed an aspirational target and an achievable target for the current year, and we have planned to growth around 20 to 25% with respect to previous year's achievements. On sustaining and further improvement in bottom line and creating value to stakeholders, your company is committed to an intense focus on quality, cash collection, execution as per schedule, and controlling costs. We are actively exploring new ways to enhance our operational efficiency, innovate our processes, and seize opportunities that align with our core competencies. Our cost control measures are not only about achieving short-term gains, but also about reinforcing our long-term strategic objectives. By aligning our cost management strategies with our broader vision, we ensure that every step we take contributes to the sustainable growth of your company. In defense and aerospace, major orders are already available for execution for current year. Further orders worth rupees 4,000 crores are in the pipeline, which will improve our order book position and will be a game changer in subsequent years. Your company is optimistic that share of its defense business in total company's revenue will improve and reach around 30% during current year. The policy initiatives taken by the Government of India with regard to boosting indigenous design, development and manufacture of defense equipment in the country and make a sustainable defense industrial ecosystem has undoubtedly opened various opportunities for the domestic sector, and the results are already showing. The call for Atmanirbhar Bharat has provided further impetus to realize the goal of self-defense. With the increased defense modernization plans for 2023-24, procurement of high mobility vehicles for various projects is under the pipeline by MOD. BML Limited has also entered into MOUs with strategic partners for emerging defense and aerospace procurement opportunities. Also, new areas of business like overhauling of recovery, high mobility vehicles, demining equipment, vehicles for gun systems will all boost the revenue numbers. On the export front, supply of high mobility vehicles to Armenia is under progress and will be completed during the current financial year. Also, supply of high mobility vehicles for the BrahMos missiles will be commenced during the current year. Further prospects of defense equipment from SAARC and African countries are being explored and expected to fructify during the current financial year. On the R&D front, design and development of the first of its kind, the 1500 horsepower engine for the futuristic combat vehicle, which shall power the future vehicles of India, is under progress, and the first engine development is already on course. Further development of variants of high mobility vehicles, engines and hydraulic aggregates for other applications are under progress, which will open up further opportunities for your company. In aerospace segment, your company has partnered with Mrs. ISRO and realized first of structure for launch vehicle Mark III program of strap-on base shroud assembly. Additionally, orders for aerospace components and parts from other DPSUs are in the pipeline, which will help in propelling its growth. In the rail and metro business vertical, orders are available for meeting the sales revenue targets for the current year. Also, orders worth rupees 10,000 crore are in the pipeline, which is expected to be awarded during the current and next year. The anticipated robust order book will certainly increase our share in the metro cars. Under the rail segment, your company has received an order for supply of 10 rakes of Vande Bharat sleeper trains from Integral Coach Factory. The supplies will commence in the financial year in the 2023-24 itself. Further, supplies for mainline electric multiple unit and rail grinding machines is under progress and will be completed during the current year. Further, orders for maintenance vehicles are also expected during the current financial year. For metro cars, supplies for driverless metro cars for Mumbai Line 2A and 7 is under progress. Further, the supplies for Kolkata East-West Metro Corridor will be completed during current year. On exports front, I am happy to share that your company has tied up with an SPV led by Delhi Metro Rail Corporation for supply of metro cars to Bahrain Metro. The tender is expected during the current year, and with this opportunity, your company will leverage its manufacturing expertise and technology to optimize business operations for urban transportation metro rolling stock and expand it at a global level. The R&D team has already taken up design and development of Vande Bharat sleeper coaches. Also, we are looking at possible tie-ups with renowned partners for bogie design of medium high-speed trains and aluminum coaches. Mining and construction vertical, which is your company's top performer business group, has set another exemplary target for the current year with major thrust on exports. With the Government of India impetus on promoting indigenous type high-end mining equipment and increase in annual output to 1 billion tons by 2024 from 893 million tons. Currently, the demand for made in India heavy mining equipment is on the rise. The construction equipment market outlook is prospering. Your company has drawn strategies to further consolidate our share and supply the equipment within its portfolio and also with a view to diversify organically. In order to navigate the ever-changing landscape of technology and business, our R&D team has taken up a number of projects with design and development of 21 cubic meter rope shovel, higher capacity motor grader and tire handler, upgradation of engines to meet the emission norms, to meet the enhanced coal extraction aspiration of 1 billion tons. In-house developed construction equipment vehicle CV Stage 4 engine has been certified by International Center for Automotive Technology. Also, artificial intelligence-based features are being introduced on equipment, which will certainly benefit the safety of our customers. During the current year, exports is expected to play a key role in the growth of your company. As we continue to expand our global footprints, exports have emerged as a strategic avenue for value creation and market diversification. We have received orders from Russia and Indonesia for mining and construction equipment. We also received some orders from Somaliland and Tunisia. Supplies have commenced and will be executed during the current year. Additional orders worth rupees 300 crore comprising all the three business verticals is expected during the current year. In corporate governance, your company acknowledges the importance of strong corporate governance and its profound impact on the company's performance, integrity, and sustainability. The board of the company holds itself accountable to the highest standards of governance, ensuring that your trust is upheld and the company's future remains bright. A report on the corporate governance compliances has been made part of the board's report. Your company has been getting excellent rating from the Department of Public Enterprises for complying to various norms of corporate governance. Your board of directors regularly reviews and updates the policies, procedures, and structures to align with the best practices and emerging trends. This commitment to evolution ensures that our governance framework remains relevant, responsive, and effective. Under the corporate social responsibility and sustainable development, your company's journey is not solely defined by our financial achievements, but it is also guided by our endeavors in the CSR and sustainable development and the broader purpose to make a positive impact on society and the environment. Our commitments to CSR reflects our understanding that our responsibilities extend beyond our balance sheets, encompassing the well-being of communities, the preservation of natural resources, and the empowerment of future generations to make this world a better place to live. Your company consistently spends more than 2% of average of the profit after tax of the last 3 years, exceeding the target as stipulated in the guidelines. Under the CSR, your company undertakes initiatives such as promoting education, skill development, healthcare, community development, rehabilitation of specially abled persons, eradication of hunger and malnutrition, afforestation, adoption of villages, sanitation, drinking water facilities, and also includes commitment to Swachh Bharat mission as well as our armed forces requirement. Regarding sustainability, we feel that it is not just a buzzword, but it is a way of life. Our initiatives in sustainable development are designed to ensure that our growth is responsible and enduring. By integrating sustainable practices into our operations, we are minimizing our environmental footprint, reducing waste, and conserving resources. The approach is not only environmentally responsible, but it also contributes to long-term cost savings and operational efficiency. Your company intends to become a complete green company, and towards this, power generated through green energy projects, that is 23 megawatt windmill projects and 250 kilowatt solar projects, has meant 91% of your company's energy requirements. Additionally, green projects have mitigated approximately 24,823 tons of carbon during 2022-23. Further, approximately 46.83 lakh tons of carbon is being saved yearly for the country through your company's contribution to the clean urban mobility solutions that are being provided. As we look to the future, our commitment to CSR and sustainable development remains unshaken. We understand that our actions today shape the world of tomorrow. With the support of our dedicated teams and the trust of our shareholders, we are committed to forging ahead on a path that not only ensures our business's success, but also contributes to the greater good. In order to truly serve our customers, your company has formed dedicated teams who engage with customers at various platforms, solicit their opinions, and use their insights to refine our product offerings. Through surveys, focus groups, and direct interactions, we gain valuable knowledge that guides our efforts to continuously improve and innovate. Your company recognizes that the world of business is dynamic and customer expectations will continue to evolve. By staying attuned to their changing needs, valuing their feedback, and investing in continuous improvement, your company is confident in the ability to navigate the future with resilience and success. Your company has received many accolades and awards, and significant of them are: we received the Raksha Srijan Ratna Award for Indigenization during the DefExpo 2022. Your company has received the Export Promotion Council of India, Engineering Export Promotion Council of India EEPC Quality Award for outstanding performance under PSU category. Your company was conferred with Governance Now 9th PSU Awards in 2 categories, Leadership Award and Research and Innovation. Your company has bagged the Equipment India Award 2022 for the category Bestseller in Crawler Dozers. Your company has received awards for the categories Diamond for their corporate film, Gold for their best book production, that is BEML's Journey since 1964, Most Creative Ad, and Silver in-house journal corporate notebook from Public Relations Council of India. Let me express my deep gratitude to the Government of India, Administrative Ministry, the Ministry of Defence, and in particular the Department of Defence Production, Ministry of Urban Housing Affairs, the Ministry of Railway, the Prime Minister's Office, Coal India Limited, the DPSUs, Indian Railways, and other allied administrative departments of the Government of India for its unwavering support and encouragement. I also take this opportunity to place on record my sincere thanks to my fellow board members, our clients, partners, employees, and our honorable stakeholders who have placed their trust and confidence in us. As we look ahead to the future, I want to assure you that the dedication of our team and the depth of our collective ambition knows no bounds. We embrace the challenges that lie ahead with enthusiasm and confidence in our ability to adapt, innovate, and capitalize on opportunities that come our way. I am very excited and committed to the transformation journey we are driving, and confident that we will come out stronger as we scale new heights. In closing, I would like to have a quote that captures the essence of our journey and the values that guide us. The only way to do great work is to love what you do, said Steve Jobs. These words resonate deeply with your company's philosophy and reflect the passion and dedication with which we approach our endeavors. Our commitment to excellence is not just about achieving financial milestones, it's about the genuine love for our work that fuels our innovation, resilience, and continuous growth. Together, we will surely make this Amrit Kal more charismatic for the country, and let us build the BML of tomorrow. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Karnataka. I will now wish to share a brief outlook about the rail and metro business. With augmented capital expenditure earmarked by Indian Railways and upcoming requirements of Vande Bharat coaches and maintenance equipment, BML is ready to address the requirement. I would like to share with you the Government of India's budget allocation, and the 3 leading budget allocations is in defense, rail and metro, and infra. And your company is present in all these 3 sectors, which I would call the sunrise sectors. For the metro rail, which is extending to tier 2 cities in the country, BML is optimistic about getting the upcoming metro car project order, which includes the Mumbai Metro Line 6, the Chennai Metro project, which is funded by JICA, the Patna Metro, which is again funded by JICA, and the Bangalore Metro. Further extension of around 300 cars is planned for the Bangalore Metro, and Mumbai Metro Line 4 of 234 cars. Apart from this, as far as the rail sector is concerned, we are already executing the Vande Bharat 10 sets presently and the rail grinding machines presently. But the future orders that are in the pipeline are for the rail sector is a tender for aluminum coaches, 100 numbers, the K-Ride tender. Apart from this, we also have the MRVC ACMU tender, which was floated, but now it has been put on indefinitely on hold. And further Vande Bharat trains, at least 600 numbers in the next 6 to 7 years. The total business that we see over the next 7 years in the market, the total opportunities is more than 1,35,000 crores. In mining and construction, with the Government of India impetus on ending the import of high-end mining equipment and increase the annual output of coal to 1 billion tons, the demand for made in India heavy mining equipment is on the rise. Also, India is looking to boost its coal output in the next 2 to 3 years by restarting closed mines and through project-specific SPVs and integrated planning. The construction equipment market outlook is highly prospering, and opportunities worth 45,000 crores are on the anvil in the construction sector itself. With the current geopolitical situation, the CIS countries are looking towards the Indian companies in order to meet their requirement. With the above coal production plan, infrastructure development plans, and enhancement in exports, the demand for mining and construction equipment is expected to be robust in the following years. All strategies are in place to grasp the business. We are also looking for diversification in the mining sector, in the underground mining, especially for the continuous miners, as a part of our strategy for organic diversification. In the defense and aerospace sector, the steps that have been taken by the government regarding various policy actions to boost indigenous design, development, and manufacture of defense equipment in the country and make a sustainable defense industrial ecosystem has opened up various opportunities for the domestic sector, and the call for Atmanirbhar Bharat has provided further impetus to realize the goal of self-reliance. Our core strengths in defense are: number 1, the high mobility vehicles; number 2, the bridging systems; number 3, the armoring; and now we are developing and enhancing our capabilities for the engine manufacture to meet the meet the requirement of our country's requirement for future-ready combat vehicles. We are also making all efforts to pick up business in the areas related to our product portfolios and also in the overhauling business. The company is also working with other DPSUs, private sectors, for supply of high mobility vehicles and aggregates for various missile programs and aerospace components. Dear shareholders, coming to the business of the meeting, I wish to mention that pursuant to the provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and relevant rules thereon and Regulation 44 of the SEBI Listing Obligations and Disclosure Requirements, Regulations 2015, the company had provided remote e-voting facility during from 24/9/2023 to 26/9/2023 to all members in respect of the business items being transacted at this meeting, and e-voting during AGM has been provided by CDSL. After conclusion of e-voting at the meeting, the scrutinizer will consolidate the results of remote e-voting and e-voting of this meeting and submit his report, based on which the results will be submitted to stock exchange and also placed on the website of the company within 48 hours. Now I wish to take up the business items as set out in the notice. The notice of the 59th Annual General Meeting, along with the board's report, financial statements for the year 2022-23, and auditor's report thereon, and secretarial audit report has been circulated to all the members through email and also placed on the website of the company. With your permission, I would like to take them as read. Now, in terms of the secretarial standards on general meetings, I propose to explain the objectives and the implications of the resolutions proposed at serial number 1 to 9 of the business items put up for e-voting. Item number 1 is the adoption of audited financial statement, standalone as well as consolidated financial statement for the year ended 31st March 2023. Pursuant to the provisions of Section 129 of the Companies Act 2013, the audited financial statements give a true and fair view of the state of affairs of the company complying with the accounting standards notified under Section 133. Further, the observations of the statutory auditors and secretarial auditors in their audit reports and company's replies thereon, as mentioned in para 304 and 126 of the annual report respectively. With your permission, I would like to take them as read. These standalone and consolidated audited financial statements, along with auditors' reports thereon and board's report, are required to be approved by the members in the general meeting. Item number 2, to confirm the payment of interim dividend on equity shares and declare a final dividend on equity shares for the year ended 31/3/2023. The Board of Directors have recommended a final dividend of rupees 5 per share, that is 50% of the face value. Earlier, the board had approved an interim dividend of rupees 5 per share, that is 50% of the face value, during February 2023, which was disbursed to the shareholders, aggregating to a total dividend of rupees 10 per share for the financial year 2022-23, keeping in view the future prospects of the company and at the same time meeting the aspirations of the shareholders. Pursuant to the provisions of Section 102 of the Companies Act 2013, the payment, declaration of interim dividend, final dividend shall require confirmation approval of members. Serial number 324. It is relating to reappointment of Director Defence Business and Director Finance. In terms of Section 152 of the Companies Act 2013, at every annual general meeting, 1/3 of the directors are liable to retire by rotation, and they shall retire. Accordingly, approval of the members is sought for the reappointment of Shri Ajit Kumar Srivastav as Director Defence Business and Shri Anil Jarath as Director Finance of your company, who retire by rotation at this meeting. Item number 5, fixation of remuneration to the statutory auditors for the financial year 2023-24. It may be noted that your company, being a government company, the central government through the Comptroller and Auditor General of India will appoint statutory auditors from time to time. However, the remuneration has to be fixed by the shareholders. Hence, shareholders are requested to delegate the power to fix the remuneration of the statutory auditors for the year 2023-24 to the Board of Directors as per the past practice. Item number 6, ratification of remuneration to cost auditors for the financial year 2023-24. The Board of Directors of the company, on the recommendation of the Audit Committee, appointed Messrs. R.M. Bansal and Company, Bangalore, as the cost accountants upon annual remuneration of 1,33,500, inclusive of out-of-pocket expenses, and GST will be extra, to conduct the audit of the cost records of the company for the financial year 2023-24. In terms of the provisions of Section 148(3) of the Companies Act 2013, read with Rule 14A2 of the Companies Audit and Auditors Rules 2014, the remuneration payable to the cost auditor is required to be ratified by the members of the company. Accordingly, the members are requested to consider and ratify the remuneration payable to the cost auditors for the year 2023-24 as set out in the resolution. Item number 7 to 8, appointment of Director Mining and Construction Business and Chairman and Managing Director. In terms of Article 97 of the Articles of Association of the company, the President of India is vested with the power to appoint the directors of the company from time to time, and also shall determine the terms of office of such directors. Accordingly, approval of the members is sought for the appointment of myself as Director Mining and Construction Business on the board of company with effect from 17 February 2023. Sir, MOD has appointed me as Chairman and Managing Director of the company with effect from 1st August 2023. My brief biodata is placed in the annual report at page number 11. Item number 9, appointment of Shri Bipin Kumar Gupta as Independent Director. In terms of Article 97 of the Articles of Association of the company, the President of India is vested with the power to appoint the directors of the company from time to time, and also shall determine the terms of office of such directors. Accordingly, Shri Bipin Kumar Gupta was appointed as Independent Director on the board of the company. Brief biodata of Shri Bipin Kumar Gupta is placed in the annual report at page number 14. I now invite the shareholders present at the meeting and the speakers who have registered. May please ask the questions relevant to the business items as set out in the notice of the meeting, and the replies will be given after receiving all the questions in the end. First, for our physically present shareholders, if you have queries, please come forward to the podium and we kindly request that you keep your questions concise. After receiving the questions from our physical attendees, we will turn our attention to those attending virtually. For shareholders who have registered as speakers through the virtual platform, they will be called by name and will have the opportunity to ask the questions. I request all the speakers, whether physical or virtual, to try to finish their query in the timeline of 2 to 5 minutes to ensure fairness and efficiency in our discussion. Now I would like to request our Company Secretary, Mr. Jayagopal Mahajan, to proceed with calling the registered speakers by name. Sorry, let us first have the physical speakers. After that, Mr. Mahajan will proceed with calling the registered speakers virtually.
I want to start in the first page from last page with the lefty board. I cannot do. They don't have provided only a multi-student. The diamond report based on they cannot hold there. Cannot hold.
Okay, let us not make a commotion here. You are most welcome to come here and speak from the podium. That has already been done, sir. No need to repeat it. It has already been done. I have already said that. Right. Let us carry on with the business. Please come.
Thank you very much, sir. Chairman, sir, Board of Directors, and my fellow shareholders. Good afternoon. I am Sadanand Shastri. My number is 11702201. Sir, first of all, I assure you that I am going according to your report only and none other than that. The first thing is you are stepping in the 60th year, the next year, that is Diamond Jubilee celebration. Congratulations for that. Sir, one thing I want to discuss here may not be a business issue. Let it be in me and yourself only. I will not disclose anybody. That here in the first page, you are given BEML. BEML. Everywhere you are giving. And it is an emblem also. But under that, BEML Limited, you have written. So what we pronounce is BEML, Bharat Earth Movers Limited. Why another one limited is required for this one that I want to tell you. So then we can pronounce that here, Bharat Earth Movers Limited. So what is the significance of that term? Is there any carrying this meaning, or is there any substituted word for the L that I want to know? Coming to, sir, here, coming to the page 2 of your message, that you have here given some very beautiful principle, TCS, that is trust and compassion and stands. But unfortunately, this particularly this word, abbreviation TCS, immediately it carries to, that is Tata Consultancy Service. So that is why we must be careful of that one. So coming to the page 4 of your message. Sir, here you have given that is details, that is rail and metro. Nowadays, the metro is the part of Bangalore. The register office BEML is in Bangalore. The manufacturing unit is also in Bangalore. But you have not provided the actual
figure and actual, that is the extent, to what extent the BEML has given the service to the particularly Bangalore Metro is not mentioned here. The next thing is you have uttered here, that is the metro car supplier supplies for driverless metro cars. Why the BEML is not attempted? Because 2-3 days back, the press announcement is there. The government of India is importing, that is driverless cars from China. It is there. But why the BEML has not moved to gather that business for the welfare of the company as well as the shareholders as well as employees? And sir, next coming to page number 1. That is 10 years, that is financial highlights you have given. In that one, gross revenue is showing a negative variance. And the profit has gone up. But there are certain adjustments are there that will come to during express it during, that is in the balance sheet discussion. And here one more thing, that is whether it is subsidiary, we do not know. That is on page number 28, that MAMC Industries. That is, you have given the total revenue and the expenditure, but what profit is had made, not disclosed that one. Whether it is at par or is there any concurred any loss, that it is, has to be mentioned there. And again, here, page number 113. That is, you are given number 3, that is number of consumers complaints. That is 1,724, but compared to last year, it is lesser. But how you can solve these such a high, big number of complaints? Are still any, it is unresolved complaints are there that you have not mentioned, that you can disclose it, sir. Page number 129, revenue from wind energy. It is a need of the hour. Solar energy, wind energy is, the company is extracting or manufacturing this green energy, that is wind energy, on a commercial basis or to the extent what it requires to the company's activity. Coming to the balance sheet, that is page number 227. Sir, here in the property and plant, actually it is, it has come down. Compared to the last year, it has come down. But your depreciation is also going fast. But I think it is a disproportionate expenditure. That I will think that what is the correct reason to incur such heavy amount of depreciation when there your profit, that is a property and plant, is reduced. And coming to, that is trade receivables, all are unsecured. No secured trade receivables are there. And almost 161 crores, that is along with the credit risk, it is existing. How you will be able to recover those instead of going it to the bad? And overaged dues are also there. The company has to be alert for the recovery of those outstandings. And especially this capital and other equities. Capital is going as it is, but other equities are going up. And especially your borrowings are also high. And compared to last year, it is reduced. But your liabilities also high. So in order to save the finance cost, the effects, that is the impact of those borrowings and liabilities, why can't to touch the reserves, which is accumulated heavily by means of bonus shares or such thing, these things, and reduce that borrowings as well as liabilities and finance cost. Especially the revenue, I have already told you that it is coming down compared to the last year. And profit is, of course, 30 crores positive is there. But I do not know how about the current aspect. So what is the reason for that one? Because last year you have spent so much of things, that is heavy expenditure. But this time the expenditure reduced. That is why that is 30 crores positive variance is there. So the last one is page number 306. That's one financial reports you have given. The board's reports also given. But here in the page number 310, voluntary liquidation of that particular manufacturing unit. So it is already taken place. So what about the assets and liabilities? How the disposal you have given, whether it is merged with a BEML or any other liquidate given to the liquidators. And especially this in other expenses also, you have given in that is in the financial, that is the statement 228 page. But bad debts, it is increasing indiscriminately. The company has to take, because it is a government company, the government assistance is also for you, that you can reduce. That is the quantum of bad debts and reserve for bad debts. Thank you very much, sir.
Mr. Chairman and his teams, both on stage and all the smartly uniformed people sitting on the floor of the House. I have two reasons to congratulate BEML, and I have three questions, and I'm not going to take more than 4 to 5 minutes. The first reason to congratulate BEML is the fact that we are having an AGM in the physical mode. Companies known for their corporate structure and corporate proactiveness, even Reliance, L&T, even HAL, have preferred the VC OAVM mode. So the very fact that we are having this in the physical mode, we are able to express ourselves, meet all of you, I think is one very good reason to congratulate BEML. The second reason to congratulate is the defense business performance. I was very happy to see a growth of 3.5% over the previous year, and much more positive. And we heard, I think, Chairman Shantanu talk about how defense business is going to be 30% of the BEML turnover. I remember just 6-7 years ago, it used to be 12 to 14%. So this is a drastic jump. And I was very happy to see the export performance, the scope, the order booking, the prognosis. This is very good. Congratulations. Coming to the questions, let's look at the order booking. This is the first question. This year, 8,750 crores. Last year, 9,192 crores. A decrease of 5%, about 450 crores. Now, please look at your note 37 on page 174. The commission and sales has gone up from 4 crores to 11 crores, almost 2.5 times. So when the order booking has decreased, why has the commission gone up? Part B, the same question. Please look at the advances. Note 27, note 23 on pages 164, pages 162. If I add, that is current liabilities, non-current liabilities. If I add the advances this year, about 700 crores, 696 crores to be exact. And similarly, 1186 crores, 1186 crores last year. 40% shortfall, it's about 490, 500 crores. 500 crores have gone out of our advances. So my question is, when the order booking decreases only 5%, why have your advances gone down by 40%? What is the issue? Second question, inventories. This is note 34, page 169. The decrease in inventory is 37 crores compared to 150 crores last year, a 25% decrease. Now, what this actually means for your WIP and FGI is that we have not converted the opening stock to closing stock effectively. If you look at your profit, and you mentioned the numbers yourself, it's a 73 crore profit between last year and this year. But if you look at the decrease in inventory, it's 113 crores, which is getting knocked off of your expenses. So 113 crores have come this way and profit is only 73 crores. So perhaps you would like to explain that to me. My last question. This is about the status of the 26% divestment. BEML land assets has already been listed and demerged. But what's the prognosis? What is happening to the morale of our employees who are very hardworking, very sincere, as you can see on their faces? The government side, even the JS, page 38, attends 6 out of 9 meetings. I hope he's on the VC, attending at least the AGM. Even our functional directors, 3 out of 6. The others have not yet been appointed. That's 50%. So JS's meetings, 33% bunk. The functional directors, only 50%. What is the government's intention? Why this sword hanging over the heads of employees and affecting morale? 3 questions. You have just taken over, Mr. Chairman. All the best to you. I'm sure the kind of people you have, the kind of support you have, you used a very nice word for the 5,130 people. BEML is going to do very well. I hope the government resolves this hanging of the sword on your head issue fast, and our company continues to do better and better and better. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, other dignitaries on the dais, shareholders, ladies and gentlemen. I am R. Muralidhar. My folio number is 1203527. First of all, I would like to congratulate the entire team for conducting this physical meeting. Face-to-face meeting was always very good. We remember BEML not only for conducting the meeting, though it is 4 years gap that we are meeting again, but your remembrance are still greenery in our minds. It is because the BEML will never allow any shareholders to go empty-handed after the meeting. They used to give some gift or the other, and hope this year also will continue it. Second thing is, we have been looking for the BEML to conduct this meeting, and we hope that this meeting would prolong in future also. Because online meeting, we have great difficulties. In fact, the chairman's speech which we have heard today is an excellent one. But online speech definitely we would not have heard so comfortably. So I would congratulate again our chairman for his excellent message on their company and their profit about the company also. Finally, I have a small request. Please split the shares so that the shareholders will have a liquidity on their hands. And in case you are able to declare bonus, it will be very good. And I would appreciate that The meeting will be conducted in similar way in future also. Thank you very much, sir.
Respected Chairman, other dignitaries on the dais, and my friend shareholders. My name is D.R. Prakash. My holding is on IN 302-148/10190584. So I got a few observations which need clarifications as well as certain suggestions also. So coming to the last, that is what has been placed here as in the last section. So that is on the certificate of, this one on page 305, gives a very good image of our company. But this should have been placed in the front of the report. By just seeing that, one can understand what is the capacity and functioning ability of the company. But here also one hitch is there. When you come to page 306, the controller has given a report which was submitted on 26th May 23 has been returned or disqualified. And again, a report on 17 July 23 has been accepted. So why was that rejected? What was the thing? No details have been given in the report. So what is the essence of the report? A report means it should give all the details for the clarification of the investors. When that itself is not there, just by mentioning the report, earlier report was supersedes means why? What mistake has the auditors done or what mistake the company has done? Or is it a mistake of the controller? How will we get to know? And now coming to another point on the report doesn't contain neither the notice nor the resolutions. So though the report has been made easily weighing roughly 2 kgs or so, it is not there. So when I came here and asked, I was given a printout copy after I took the seat here. You are sending it on email, agreed. The problem, especially all the shareholders who come here are aged people, senior citizens. And sitting in front and referring from page here to there is difficult. That is why I had requested for the physical copy and promptly it was acknowledged and I got it. But when I opened it, it was not there. So I had to again open my system and check for the date of the meeting and then make a note of it. So the report is totally incomplete. And even if coming here, this was not given to all the shareholders. Only on my asking, I got it. So this should be changed. So it should not continue as it is. And I will not be repeating what the previous speakers have said. But here I'll be adding that is on page 2 TCS they were pointing out, but I appreciate it. So we cannot say, at least with that implication, when once the TCS refers to that company, they will go through what it is. Then at least our company will get the file, sort of good image as to what we are doing. So please continue that. And even on this on the cover page values first, that is also very good. And here, Mr. Chairman, in your speech that is on page 5, what you said is you are planning to grow 20 to 25% with reference to previous year's achievements. But just few words before that, you said you are expecting a business of 10,000 crores. What was the figure of last year? It is not mentioned. This 20-25%, does it exceed the 10,000 crores or it is below the 10,000 crores? So how can we take your words to what extent the company is going to achieve. What is your idea? When you mention as 20 to 25%, if previous years is only assuming 4,000, it will be 5,000. Then you will say we have achieved as per my statement. No, when you are anticipating 10,000, you should achieve that 10,000 plus additional. So that should be the correct figure you have to give. And then coming to page 8, awards. You just mentioned many accolades and awards. At least that figure should have been given. We have got 50 awards. Anyway, in previous meetings, I had requested for displaying it. That has not been taking place. Okay, forget that. At least here, instead of the word many, please mention the numbers so that we will get to know that so many awards have come. Coming to page 17, that is on the this one, on the photograph, this one. ISRO chairman visit to Bangalore complex you have given. That is really nice. But if that were to have happened a year ago, probably BEML would have been a park with Chandrayaan. So at least now I expect BEML to have our this one when a moon, when a man will be landing on the moon. And this one, I'm coming to 22, here, one. Sir, you have given, done. So you get, sir, you have given, one minute, I've just finished this. You have given a donation of some vehicles. You have given a donation to the donation of vehicles to Akshay Patra. Donating.
He is going to finish shortly. So my request is please don't create a commotion so that everyone gets a chance.
So this, please follow up with the maintenance, because many donations, what I have seen, they take the donation, finally they don't maintain it, and our donation goes waste. So please take care of that. And then one last point is regarding what it has been raised by my previous speaker. These 3 companies, what is there? The full details has to be given. And then the provision of what is in the disputes. We have paid some amount and the still balance is there. So what I suggest is create a fund for that. In case we have to pay, it can be paid from the fund instead of from the profits of that particular year. So that comes on if you want this one, because people are this one I do not want to. So that is coming on page 208. So because we have got 51,432.35 crores, lakhs due, whereas you have paid only 2,534 as this one amount deposit under protest. So for the balance, create a fund so that let it not hamper the profits of that particular year when it is resolved. Thank you very much.
Good morning, sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon to the board and all to my fellow co-shareholders, sir. My name is S. Ashok Chakravarti, sir. Sir, as per the accounts folio number 138, I just wish to have a clarification from you. When the company is making a lot of capital expenditure, but here the property, plant and equipment had come down from 515 crores to 466 crores. When the company is progressing and making a lot of capital expenditure, the management can clarify how the amount of property, plant and can come down. Is it because of depreciation or what is the reason for
when the company is making, had to make capital expenditure. And also, sir, as my earlier co-shareholder has requested, for the share capital is now just only 41 crores. But whereas reserves are there 2,353 crores. Most of the government of India is also giving lot of favoring or as far as bonus shares is concerned. Many public sector companies have come out with bonus issues in the recent past. And the government of India is also not against for that bonus issues. So as a reward to shareholders, please consider bonus and split also, sir. The only request is to give some reward. The shareholders have really got a lot of benefit as far as the market value of the price is concerned. In the last some 3-4 years, the price has gone up very much and it has really created a wealth for the shareholders, sir. But however, it will be great if the management can consider bonus and split up the shares, sir. And I also request to the management, if at all any possibility can guide us or about the orders in pipeline and how the projections, if any projections for 2023-24, sir. Thank you, sir.
I am M.R. Surya Prakash. My DP and client ID is IN 30154962170232. First, let me congratulate the company for an excellent performance during the year. As my predecessors have already said, now we are celebrating. We have entered the Diamond Jubilee year. Therefore, I request the chairman and the board to consider the issue of bonus shares to the shareholders, particularly because most of the shareholders are there right from the beginning of public issue made. Therefore, they are almost wedded to BEML. Therefore, we expect the board to consider issue of bonus shares. And in the meantime, if there is any technical reasons for delaying it, I wish to consider the issue of right shares, at least at a very, very reasonable price to the shareholders, as already I said, that they are there from the last so many years. Sir, now coming back to the issue, there are two small issues I want to raise. See, you had demerged some land assets. When you have demerged this thing, whether the company, I'm able to understand from the report, whether the demerged company will be any subsidiary or any sort of relationship will be there with that company, point number one. Second thing is, how the thing is being managed now, because after demerger, this is just I want to know. And second thing, sir, now many of the whole-time directors, including the chairman and managing directors, have been appointed by the President of India through Government of India with the terms and conditions. They say what are the terms and conditions, which I'm very sure even the remuneration part also would have been stipulated there. But as far as the other consider, now I want to come to that appointment of statutory auditors. They have been appointed by Controller and Auditor General. Okay, let them appoint. But why the remuneration point is left to the board? It's good, it's left to the board, it's all right. But on what basis the remuneration for the statutory auditors will be considered? Because it is a question of competition now for the statutory auditors. When you want to have a very good statutory auditors and to get a better service, you have to give them a good remuneration. And how on, what is the basis on which you will stipulate or fix the remuneration? These are the 2 points I just want to know. And let me congratulate again. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Thank you for the opportunity, and I want to congratulate you on a very good annual report and a very good speech. I am Manan. I am a shareholder from Ahmedabad. Sir, my First of all, I would like to congratulate you on the good efforts that you are making in going and meeting every customer. I see your photos on LinkedIn. So that's very encouraging. So good to see that you have hit the ground running. Sir, first question, first set of questions on defense. So you have mentioned the kind of opportunity that we have, but I would like to understand in terms of what kind of size of this opportunity is in domestic as well as export markets for our company. And as we know, the cycle is pretty slow in terms of sales to order book to revenue recognition. So what with the government focusing on fast procurement, do we see this kind of cycle speeding up in terms of order book to revenue? In terms of rail and metro, we saw increased competition in metro cars. So do we see compression in margins because of this increased competition? And also in Vande Bharat, there was good amount of competition and we lost one order for that. So are we confident of winning Vande Bharat order? The opportunity that you mentioned is mentioned in your speech. So are we confident of winning this at decent margin levels? And when will the revenues from Mumbai Metro start? So it has been there and I understand it should start this year, but what is your expectation? Sir, in terms of mining, it has like other two sectors have been very good in terms of growth. What kind of growth do we expect in mining from a 3 to 5 year perspective? We have opportunity for domestic as well as export. So if you could throw light on growth path over next 3 to 5 years. Sir, with the kind of order book that we have right now, what kind of capex will we require over next 2 years? And I understand SEBI has like allowed you not to disclose segmental results. So can you just give a ballpark number of segmental margins so that we can understand which segments are better in terms of profitability? Sir, working capital, we have done a phenomenal job in reducing receivables this year, but we expect a 25% growth. So do you think in terms of absolute receivables, we can maintain that trajectory, or at least in terms of receivable days, we can improve? And sir, there are inventory obsolescences in our annual report. So what kind of obsolescences are these, and can we expect, it's almost 100 crore number, can we expect these obsolescence to get reduced over a period of time? And so lastly, we saw a 14% dip in Q1 revenues, and we are talking about a 25% growth. So how do we think about it? I know last H2 is very strong for us, but can we reduce this cyclicality over a period of time? And sir, EBITDA margins in over next 2 years, your guidance would be very helpful. Sir, in last 3-4 years, we have seen multiple changes in MD. So I would like to understand what is the kind of continuity we see in your tenure going forward, and what will be your priorities over next 2 years? And sir, as someone also pointed out before, with disinvestment sword hanging, how do you keep the workforce motivated? And also in terms of how, as shareholders, should we think in terms of continuity after the disinvestment happens? I think government representatives are also in this meeting, so I would, if they have any comments, I would love to hear that. And are there any compliances or approval pending for disinvestment from our end? If they are, it would be great if you can throw some light. Thanks a lot. These are my questions.
Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Rohit. Congratulations on a wonderful performance. Really appreciate the hard work you put in. I have only brought 4, 5 questions. In mining, which has been our mainstay for a long time, over the last 2-3 years, it doesn't seem like we are as excited about the sector as we are about rail and the defense sector. When I say excited, the growth doesn't seem to be as strong as in the other sectors. I would like to understand more about this, because I understand Coal India is going from 600 odd million 3-4 years back production to 1 billion tons, and NMDC is also talking about increasing its production by a large number over the next few years. So how do we see this mining sector performing over the next 3 to 4 years? Is it that we do not have great equipment for underground mining, or is there some reason we are losing out because of competition? That's something that will be interesting to hear. The chairman, you mentioned
the strong potential for metro and rail going forward? With strong potential and large order book coming, you see competition also coming in, right? So you have new players with RVNL tying up with others, Titagar coming in, etc. So could we speak about competition as well in addition to the potential that we see? And specifically in metro, if I see the world, who are our major competition? I believe Alstom and Bombardier have merged with each other. We are another big player in the country and probably globally as well, with us trying to enter Bahrain. But who are the other major competitors of size and of note for us in this segment? Historically, I've understood that this mining spares business is the highest margin and mining business is the next highest margin. With metro and defense scaling up so aggressively, what will happen to our margins? Because these are tender-driven processes with good competition. Where do you see margins at gross and operating level when this business scales up is something that will be great to know. I would like to echo my previous participant's question on working capital as well. So how do you see the working capital if rail and metro and defense goes up so high? What will happen to our working capital and cash flow generation on that front? My last question on disinvestment, while I'd like to echo the previous participant's question on disinvestment, certain articles are coming out which mention that there is some complication or confusion regarding land. So if you could speak about that a little more. So is there any confusion? So you have divided land in the preliminary information memorandum into operational land and non-operational land. The non-operational land has gone to BEML Land Assets Limited. So is the holdback of disinvestment because of some confusion on the title? If disinvestment happens, will the title of the land also go to the new party, or is there any confusion regarding that? The clarification would be helpful to get as well. Thank you so much again for the efforts you've put in, and thank you for the physical AGM as well. That's it from me.
Hello. 1 minute. I am speaking from here only. Sir, due to the age factor, I cannot come to the stage. I am speaking from here only. Very congratulations for our managing directors and other directors who seated on the dais. Sir, my name is Ashwat Narayan. My client ID number 10519084. Sir, under the eminent and outstanding leadership of our managing directors and other directors, I am very proud to see so many awards received, especially the award of Rocket Motor Choosing QRSAM, which reached the moon on other southern side, which is a difficult portion where no many other countries, where China, even America, Russia, not reached that portion. This is a very difficult area that I am very proud. And our beloved Prime Minister, congratulations for reaching that one. And Narendra Modi felt very glad. And our satellite projects is situated in Bangalore only, not any other place. So many other countries, industries like BEML, HAL, ITI, BHL, every industries are set up in Bangalore. And our Nehru told the modern temples of India. And under page number 26, medical claim assistance in our company is providing the medical assistance facilities to the benefit of employees and officers under their families as post medical treatment and hospitals. Sir, I am also a retired officer. At the time of retirement, I invested 500 rupees. Whether I can avail hospitalization, anything occurs to me, sir? That is my question I am asking you. And here, page number 4, our companies, I estimated very happy that our company is declaring a dividend, as already told 50%, and another 50 with total 100%. So I am under the leadership of Amit Banerjee, Chairman and Managing Director. Our new Chairman and Managing Director, Santana Roy. Can you declare our companies should progress and declare the 200% of dividend? So we can give 200% of dividend. There is no doubt, and our many eminent directors are in our company with your side. So it is not a problem to declare 200%. Every 10%, 50%, 50% you are gone giving. So under page number 6, under the demerge, transfer and vesting of identical supply and non-core assets, BEML, Incorporated BEML Land Asset Limited. What happen benefit under we are going to get under the demerger transfer of shareholders to the company. Now I wanted to buy further shares since I am having 100 shares. Suppose if I buy another 100 shares, shall I get similarly in that land building also? Is it automatically are going to give? That is my question. And our share price, hello, our share price was yesterday, it was 2,447. Today, all of a sudden, it has come down 2,324. So our this is the assets I am going to have, and I have purchased for your kind information at the rate of 25 rupees. At the initial stage, I have purchased. Now the company, the share price is going up. I am very proud to keep. I am not disposing it, even though it reached high level. I don't want to dispose. I hope it will going to reach further high. And in that arena, I want to speak to you some more points. Sir, one more thing I want to ask you. JCB tractors. Why can't you not manufacture that JCB tractors? So many look and corner of our country that JCB tractors are being used. Why can't you not manufacture? Our R&D is not capable to provide. I am asking these questions in the previous AGM also, but no action has been taken. Why it is? It is a small thing, maybe. BEML is a big earth mover, moving the earth. But cannot you prepare JCB? So you will get more profit. So many small contractors and irrigation project purpose, they can utilize. That is my question. One more thing I have to ask you. I don't want to take much of your precious time and that medical eyes. Already I told about page under history and one more point that mindset. Something good up. Sir, one more point. Modern temple. So, assistant company is providing. One more thing, my other shareholders may be waiting for this speak. I don't want to waste much of your precious time. And so, other one question is, case is still pending. That is so many years gone dragging. Why not cleared? That is case. Do you want to say that case? It is pending. That case is not cleared. Why? So many years. That is that is give me that I want to tell you the page also. Why you not cleared? What is the problems? Tell me, sir. So many things are.
So if you have finished, then we can take the.
Anyhow. Oh. Okay, sir. Anyhow, this lack of time, many are waiting for to speak. I let them request to speak. Okay. Thank you very much for providing me to speak here only. Due to the age factor, I cannot come to the stage.
Right, sir. Right, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, thank you, CMD, sir. As per the process outlined by our chairman, we will now take the questions from our shareholder attending this meeting virtually. So I'll call the registered speakers by name and you will have the opportunity to ask the questions. Our first registered speaker is Shri 27Sep Patel.
Sir, he is not attending the meeting today.
Okay. So the next registered speaker is Shri Santosh Chopra.
He is also not.
Okay, so the third one is Shri K. Sadanand Shastri. I think he has joined physically. So I think this is over from. Now our chairman will like to answer the questions raised by the shareholders.
Dear shareholders, it was really heartening to see your interest in the company, in your company, and the kind of questions, the kind of insights that you have had from the annual report. I'm really very, very happy. The questions have mainly been on three things: the business, the financials, and the disinvestment. So let me start with the business. But before that, there were one or two questions which I would like to answer, like to respond separately. Mr. Sadanand Shastri, sir, Bharat Earth Movers Limited is not the name of your company. It is BML Limited, and it has to be read like that only as per the registration done, the name change which was done sometime in 2001, 2002, because we are not only earth movers, we are in rail transportation, we are in metro transportation, we are in defense and aerospace. Coming to TCS, which was raised by two people, it could have been CAT, CAT, it could have been anything else, it could have been UGV also. It is just by chance it is TCS. And if it reminds you of some company which is well renowned and very well respected and admired, I am very thankful. Third is the rail and metro, Bangalore. Why we have not given the details of the Bangalore metro? Let me share with you, Bangalore metro, we have earlier supplied 342 cars and presently we have got an order of 318 cars, and further the new tender comes, we'll get some 300 odd cars more. But the fact is that we are not only serving the Bangalore metro, we are serving the entire India. We are doing the biggest metro project in Mumbai, that is a line 2, line 7, worth around $600 million. I will respond to when the revenue will start. One of the speakers, one of the esteemed shareholders had asked that question. And not only India, now we are trying to go beyond the shores of India. As I mentioned in my address, we have already signed an MOU with DMRC for Middle East. We are also looking at various opportunities in other countries. Now let us talk about the business. There were some very insightful questions on business. There were questions on the bonus shares. So let me first talk about the business and some of the doubts that people had. One of the esteemed shareholders asked about, how we are going to achieve the 20% growth in revenue and 10,000 crore. So those two are different figures, sir. When we say that we have an aspirational growth of 20%, 25%, that is the revenue part we are talking about, and 10,000 crore is the order book that we are talking about. So last year, our, 31st March 2023, we ended at an order book of around 8,500 crores, which was around 7 to 8% as compared to last year. But This year, we already have received around 5,000 crore of order book, and we expect to receive another 5,000 crore of order book. So with that 10,000 crore of order book, we will probably have an opening of 16 to 17,000 crore of order book for the next financial year. And the sales revenue that we have planned is a growth of around 20 to 25% growth over the last year's sales revenue. Now, there was one question on the order booking. There is a decrease, and the commission has gone up by 7 crore. So let me just mention that order book for the same was done last financial year, and the execution has happened in 22-23, and that's the reason the commission has gone out in that particular year. However, our total expenditure has gone down tremendously. So that's the reason, even though we had a dip of around 7 to 8% in our sales revenue, but our profitability, our PBT and PAT, both have gone up substantially. Now, the opportunity size in defense, rail and metro, I have already spoken about the total opportunity size. In defense, the opportunity size for the core competencies that we are in, the opportunity size in the next 5 to 6 years is also huge. It is to the tune of at least 50,000 crores. And in most of them, we are definitely better placed. It is not a nomination. Let me address this issue that we do not get anything on nomination, even though we are a PSU and a DPSU, and we are competing. It is in some cases that we are the single qualified bidder. So that way we get the order. So that also has a lot of effort which is put in by our people. Number two, the margins. The margins, you see, margins depend on the can somebody put their mobile on silent mode, please? The margins, it depends on not only on the competition, but also on the hunger that we have or that other companies have in each segment. As far as because cost is a reality, pricing is a strategy. Now the margins, as far as the business verticals are concerned, unfortunately, I'll not be able to share the ballpark numbers also, but I can share broadly what the margins will be, what the margins are generally. The margins as far as defense and rail is concerned, it is generally in the double digits. When it comes to the metro, because of the severe competition, it will be in single digits. The margins for the high-end mining equipment will be decent, nearing the double digits. But as far as the smaller equipment is concerned, there the margins are very, very tight. The spares and services, the aftermarket, there the margins are pretty healthy. It's definitely in the double digits. Now, with the growth, yes, we are very enthused, and we believe that the growth drivers for this company will be defense, aerospace, and rail and metro. But it is not, I'm not saying that mining will not contribute. Mining will also continue to grow, maybe at the rate of 4 to 5% in the next 3 to 5 years. In spite of that, if you look at the total business share, mining as a vertical will definitely have the largest share of the total sales revenue. And defense and rail and metro together will outperform mining. And the rate of growth also will be more in defense and rail and metro. Mining, why the rate of growth will be less is there are quite a few factors behind that. Number one is that we are in the open cast mines, the overburden equipment manufacturing. And the overburden equipment manufacturing, definitely the competition is increasing, but we are also developing our capabilities for the high-end mining equipment. For example, the 880 horsepower bulldozers, we have already developed. We are developing a 20 cubic meter rope shovel. we are developing a 8-ton tire handler. We are working on 550 HP motor grader. We are working on higher capacity water sprinkler. And we have already developed a 190-ton dump truck, which will be sufficient to enable Coal India reach its aspiration of 1 billion ton of coal extraction in the next 3 to 4 years. However, there is a change in the business model. Rather than direct acquisition by Coal India, more and more emphasis is on outsourcing or going through the MDO or the mine developer and operator model. So that probably will have an impact on our business. However, we are trying to make up that impact by redefining ourselves to address the life cycle cost or life cycle cost model that is going to replace the acquisition model. For example, the GPCC, the cost cap contracts, the MARC contracts, these are the contracts by which we are expecting to enhance our after sales business share, and which will also bring in a higher bottom line. The capex this year in in the public forums, also in the TV interviews, also I have been mentioning that we have apportioned a capex of 5% of our last year's sales revenue, and very soon we are going to further enhance it with another capex number, which will be at least 50% of that number. And next year we hope to infuse a capex which will be at least 50% more than the capex that we have infused this year. And all this capex is, number one, to augment our capabilities in the defense sector, to augment our capabilities in the rail and metro sector, and to replace our old infrastructure, old machines with the new latest state-of-the-art equipment, and by way of either new machines or by way of upgrading the existing machines. Receivables days, definitely we are making all out efforts and a lot has been done. Last year we achieved, I think, 116 days of receivables as a part of our turnover. So as our turnover goes up and our receivables go down, the receivable number of days of receivables will also go down continuously. One of the questions was 14% dip in Q1 revenue, and why we have projected a 20-25% growth. So you see, every year, basically, what happens is, if we talk about the mining and construction vertical, which is presently contributing around 50% to our revenue, the orders start flowing in from the third quarter onwards. And what we normally do is we have a production plan for the year based on the projections given by Coal India and other companies like NMDC and other non-coal sector companies. And based on that, once we start getting the orders, we are able to execute within a span of 3 to 6 months. Second quarter itself, we will see a lot of improvement, and we expect, significant improvement, I would say, as compared to the quarter one. This much I can assure. Based on the current order book available for execution in this year and the material coverage that has happened and what we are planning in the next 3 to 4 months, we are going to have a growth of at least 20%. That is what I can see at this moment. So quarter one was maybe, I would say, it does not show the right direction in which the company is going, but the direction will be definitely there once we end our current financial year. About the EBITDA margins, we have come a long way, and we are almost on the verge of double-digit EBITDA margins. 9.3, 9.4% EBITDA we have already achieved last year, and this year we expect that we will have a 200 basis point growth in EBITDA, so that we touch the double digits, and we can expect an EBITDA of somewhere around 13% to 14% in the coming 4 to 5 years. Again, banking on the growth drivers of defense aerospace and rail and metro, and of course, high-end mining equipment. Competition in rail and metro, competition rail and metro was always there. It is still there. Some new players have entered the market, but it does not matter to us. We have recently won the Bangalore metro tender, and we are also working on several, 3-4 more metro tenders. Regarding the Vande Bharat that, we could not get where we were the L3, the L1 price that has been quoted by the competitors and the L2 company which has matched the L1 price. Let us see. Only time will tell how they are able to execute the project well within the timelines without a time and cost overrun. So let us keep our fingers crossed. But one thing which we have already shared and which is very which augurs well for our company is that we will have the first mover advantage, since the sleeper class Vande Bharat train, which we are constructing for ICF, it will come out very shortly within this financial year itself. Whereas the competitors who will be executing the Vande Bharat 200 train set order, their first proto will be out only after 2 years. So definitely it will give us a lot of advantage.
What about the driverless metro car?
I'm coming to that, sir. I'm coming to that, sir. I have noted all your questions. The driverless metro car, in fact, the Mumbai metro is all driverless metro car. The Goa 4, that is a grade of automation 4 level, is the automation that we are going to achieve in that. And already the grade of automation 2 has been achieved. And within a span of 6 to 8 months, we will achieve the driverless metro cars. The driverless metro car operation, full automation, does not depend only on the rolling stock that we give. It also depends on the signaling system. It depends on the CBTC system, which allows the train to communicate with the central command system. And the central command system, again, which is not in our scope. But together with MMRDA, we are working on all of these, and slowly we are attaining that. So that is the first driverless train, metro train, which is designed indigenously by us. You must have heard somewhere that in the Delhi metro segment, already driverless metro cars have been introduced, but those have not been indigenously designed. Working capital is definitely a matter of concern for us. You see, we have a very simple philosophy. When we say that growth is the key driver and growth is to be led by the order book, we will augment our order book. All efforts are we are making is towards that. That will lead to a higher growth in terms of sales revenue. And when we go for a higher sales revenue, automatically the working capital requirement, the ROCE, the EBITDA, everything gets improved. So we have a very simple strategy, that is work on the growth and work on growth through growth in order book. On the disinvestment on BLL and other things, let me clarify that BLL or BML Land Assets Limited, initially it was formed as a subsidiary, a fully owned subsidiary, but from April 19th, 2023, it is a separate company. It is listed on the stock exchange. It is a separate company. There was one question that if I purchase BML shares, will I also get BLL shares automatically? No. But the shareholding that you had in BML as on the record date, that same percentage automatically goes to all the shareholders for the BLL also. Now, the disinvestment, you see, I'm not the right person to answer the queries on disinvestment. Let us see what was the intent of disinvestment. The intent of disinvestment was to create value. So our job is to create value and build up the value and to unlock value. That is what we are trying to do. And in that process, if we are able to give more value to the government of India when the disinvestment happens, we are happy to do that, and we are happy to do that on the growth path. I think I have answered almost all the queries broadly. If there are any specific issues, we will revert to you separately. And Now, I think I need to close the question and answer session. It is almost 1:25. On the bonus shares, okay. You see, first of all, I am very happy to that you all are getting 100% dividend. And someone said 200% dividend. So definitely we will be very happy if we can do that. But for that, we need to have growth. And growth in double digits. Our revenue should be in 5 digits, not in 4 digits. So once that happens, we can look into that. As far as the splitting of shares and the bonus shares is concerned, we have to go back to our largest shareholder, that is the Government of India. And we will take up the concerns of our esteemed shareholders. We will take up the feelings of our esteemed shareholders, and we'll go to the government with that. Thank you very much. I just mentioned, sir, splitting also, splitting as well as the bonus, both. %100% dividend, and you know, more than 100% dividend is the gift that you should be looking at. However, you know, there is a act of by the MCA which prohibits us now to give gifts. So you will have to excuse me for that. But you know, instead of gift, if you look for a higher dividend or a you know, on account of the growth of the company, we'll be very happy to do that. Right? Thank you very much. And with this, I close the question and answer session. And I once again request, let me complete. Let me complete. And I again request all the shareholders to cast your votes, if not already done, up to 30 minutes after conclusion of this meeting. Thank you very much, everyone. And now I declare the meeting as closed. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Karnataka.